though. I mean, we talk about dominance. I don't think, I mean, with the way he's been playing all week long, we might potentially see a 5-0.
Yeah.
We might potentially see a 5-0. I don't even think it's been done yet.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like I don't even know if it's possible to happen. I feel like almost everybody has dropped a game at this point, but maybe I am mistaken on that one. KAKERU looking to really send a message from the group stage, and he has Ryu Goku Geekon is already making some noise for the dual Japanese battle, two of the finest in Street Fighter 6. Let's get it. Oh my goodness, walk the bottom
up with confidence.
I was gonna say, are we seeing another button check? But no, this is real.
I thought the same exact thing. I'm like, he's gonna walk up to him like that? Is there something wrong?
And no, KAKERU here just looking to impose his presence early. I like that. I like that a lot. You see Tokido is already even willing to fish for parry and neutral, something that you have to do up against JP to protect your bar. We got the OD Amnesia to thwart the safe jump, but a perfect parry into DP. Get that out of here.
And we've definitely seen that before as a round ender, a game ender for the side of Tokido. It's not the first time he's flexed that exact strategy against KAKERU, trying to move on out of the corner. The departure keeping Tokido locked down, though very close to burnout. That counter hit's going to do pretty good damage with the parry just coming in from Tokido to keep his drive gauge alive. KAKERU, he might be a little bit ashy, just a bit.
He's looking good right now. Did perfect parry, but Tokido able to stuff that gap. And now he's built some bar back, especially with that absorption of the crouch medium kick.
Slowly but surely, the drive rush, bringing out. Catches the perfect parry, Prince slipping.
Yes, indeed. The run stop from Tokido. Starting to switch up his rhythm a bit. Tried the jump in. Spike. KAKERU doesn't have much health to work with now, though. Both players extremely low on drive. He's willing to risk the OD and burn himself out.
Ooh, this is going to be a huge change. Or so I thought. Tokido navigating his way past the Lavushka with the roundhouse. KAKERU suffering defeat from a max range normal.
Huge back-to-back risk that actually put KAKERU in the hole in round 2, right? He burnt himself out and then used the level 2. Nothing was available, so now Tokido looking in prime position in round 2.
Yeah, man, so much damage can be inflicted with just one launch of that SA3, but we'll see if it happens. A couple of throws here, a counter hit as well, not able to link up anything after that. At least it was too far, but there's just so much control. Tokido has been looking so confident up until this point.
Wow, I can't believe the Jinrai whiffed. I wonder if KAKERU knew, like, if he stood up, that it would whiff, right? If he stayed crouching, I think that actually would have connected, which is a bold move because that does hit low. That was, like, extreme matchup knowledge from KAKERU. But the step kick through the ghost, Tokido already letting him know, I'm coming for those donuts.
I love donuts, man.
I love donuts. He's
Especially
trying to make all
screen.
his opponents hold the donuts.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely voodoo donuts right there. The ghosts don't scare him. He's a witch doctor with the way he's been playing right now, at least against the king of the group. Tokido has been doing so well against the Lavushka activations.
And I just love this high level of Street Fighter 6 play because Tokido won, but the thing I still was most impressed with was KAKERU standing up to avoid the Jinrai follow-up on a low hit. Like, that was just something so sick. And yeah, for those that are unaware, your hurt box is wider when you're crouching in this game. That's why when he stood up right there, the follow-up Jinrai completely whiffed. Very well done, but Tokido managed to take the first dub anyway.
Man, the intricacies in regards to like the decision-making is just so high between the two, and yet all that effort on defense from the side of KAKERU, didn't lead to the result he wanted. Tokido now trying to take liberties with that roundhouse initially, but it was rather close. I thought it was going to be a punish.
100% could have been punished. Yeah, KAKERU, I think, just had already set in his mind what he wanted to do next. And now it looked like Tokido did the other follow-up. I wonder if expecting KAKERU to stand up that time, and he just stayed crouching. This is very interesting Jinrai mind games that I don't see often.
Damn, that's a conversion and a half. He had plenty of time to sense when that departure was going to activate visually. So KAKERU on the board with that first round. You see that light kick treading carefully. Tokido again with the roundhouse. He's been going for that the entire time. In the very beginnings of some of these rounds, the drive rush does get challenged from the side of KAKERU. At least lands that hit, sets up the departure. He's going to keep Tokido from full screen for a good moment, right? Double departure to ensure that happens.
And remember, Tokido needs to win these 2-0. So usually you would still feel pretty good in this situation, right? Up 1-0, okay, the opponent has a round, it's all right. This is not okay for Tokido. He's got to make up this ground now. Tries to bait something out, but KAKERU staying disciplined. Yeah,
the last time we saw a reaction from that safe jump, KAKERU had actually gone for the OD Amnesia. We do get a conversion here, and now if it's not one corner, it's another. However, with being this close to KAKERU in the corner, this is going to be so tough for Tokido to manage. Look at the drive gauge. Let's see what the defense is like. Dear God!
Oh my, and KAKERU wasting no time, right? Just going into the DI after that.
If he had gone for the level 1, I would have exploded. I would have exploded out of my seat from that entire string.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what I was expecting, but I just feel like I think Tokido was expecting him to play a bit more mind games, and KAKERU was just like, nah, I'm burning you out with this. I know this string is going to put you in burnout by the time I get to DI so I can get that wall stun. And he just strung him up like that. And Tokido, that's a rough way to go, right? We talked about how he needs every 2-0 he can get. Obviously, he's still going to go for the dub here, but this is already fighting from behind.
We had talked about this plenty of times amongst ourselves, man. When it comes to these two, we had a feeling only one of them was going to make it out.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, it kind of looks that way.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, especially with JABHIM's performance yesterday, taking down Tokido yet again. He's in prime position to make it out along with KAKERU. But of course, we still got a whole block to go, so we'll see how it all shakes out. Ooh.
It's such a funny thing seeing that option because we are all very aware of how like punishable a sweep is, but seeing it behind a drive rush is just such a funny thing because like you never expect it to happen again. It didn't happen for KAKERU, or at least he didn't expect it.
It's Tokido, backswing on the step kick. Yeah, I don't think the light kick follow-up would have actually connected. And again, staying crouching, and it's making Tokido whiff that follow-up that he's going with now. This is so interesting, man.
Yeah, he's very aware, like hyper aware of like what Ken can do from those ranges, specifically the medium kicks as to when they come out. So being crouched down to get that to whiff is it's so difficult to consistently get that perfect parry. Now, get a taste of this, Mr. Prince.
Yes, indeed. Got my own blue stuff. Talk to Noah, we run around those blocks. Oh my goodness! In and out, a little two-step for you, and KAKERU got caught hands and arms outside the vehicle.
He's got to remain seated if he wants to keep on going, or sorry, actually no, what am I talking about? We've already kind of like figured it out, but talking about it right now, we get the throw against the parry.
Yes, indeed. The Jinrai, yeah, low that time right, it was pretty point blank, so. Ooh, and now starting to switch it up even more, going with the overhead because he sees KAKERU is staying down back during the Jinrais now. So Tokido, he's in prime position as well. I mean, one proper hit means the win because he's locked and loaded with 6 drive meters, 3 bars.
Still maintaining the anti-air. KAKERU, that was an opportunity to whip punish that low medium kick. Real deceptive though.
Had to recover just in time. Indeed, and that's going to be it. Tokido once again picked his spots to drive rush in so perfectly throughout the set. We saw him do it with drive rush sweep to catch KAKERU off guard. This time as well, blowing through, and he goes for feint goes, hitting him in the one. And I think part of JABHIM's success in this tournament is his extreme confidence in Terry. Like, he is very in tune with this character, has studied a lot of the matchups, has found nuances to exploit certain things. He talked about it yesterday, how he feels Terry has a very big advantage over Ken, and that's what we saw it play out up against Tokido. Well, let's see how it'll play out against ZANGIEF Bellotto.
Yeah, this is going to be the biggest bane of ZANGIEF's existence, right? Those not low hitting, the grounded fireballs that come out from Terry.
Yes, indeed, I like that parrying already. ZANGIEF Bellotto not gonna let him take his turn early, but speaking of which, no turns being taken for free in this set so far. Ooh. That was very nice from ZANGIEF Bellotto. He drive rushed behind it, knew that whatever JABHIM was gonna press back with wouldn't reach. Spine buster plus 30.
Oh my, he needed all those frames to get ready for that SPD. He might do it again.
Oh, nah, he just waited for him to jump, shutting down everything. Does get the wake up super though. JABHIM willing to risk that meter, even with this life deficit. That is quite the decision. We'll see if it ends up paying off with a round win or not. Pops off again. Nice block on the overhead. That honestly would have been the round. And ZANGIEF Bellotto hits him with the fierce to end it.
I like that with life to spare. Taking the risk with the armor. He will totally take that. ZANGIEF Bellotto trying to shake the hands. Not today though. Slight mishap. JABHIM taking a deep breath after that one. SPD coming your way. Drive reversal. Try to keep the containment from the big fella.
Try to get locked down in this corner, but man, the heavy kicks, they've just been outside of the range that he's been looking for. That time though, gets the punish counter off of it.
That looks so clean too, animation-wise, man. The roundhouse just swinging for the fences into the burn knuckle. And again, chopping away, trying to reintroduce the medium punches against JABHIM now that he has drive gauge and knowing JABHIM is going to play passive until he gets his drive gauge back.
Beautiful machine gun chop. Shout out to Eddie Kingston. Ooh, and then check-in. Any type of approach. Who's next? You next. ZANGIEF Bellotto, 1-0.
a very, very impressive start. 2 rounds straight. The meter management was there. The awareness of when to go in against JABHIM, depending on his drive gauge, was there. His mixes have been so difficult to call out as well. You saw JABHIM kind of slipping and slacking when it came to the defensive decision-making in that corner, right? You saw Zangief Bellotto have options for everything that JABHIM's thrown his way.
Love seeing the Vamos Bellotto sign.
Yeah.
I was sitting behind Frida during the Kaba Knuckle Dude match, and he was like, Vamos Kaba, and I was like, yeah, I love it. I love hearing it out here. Zangief Bellotto already off to a hot start, and we talked about it, right? These game differentials are so important. So JABHIM already holding an L. He's going to try to bounce back to give himself a net +1 by the end of this, but if he starts falling, man, that opens the door for Dual Kevin, as we said, who is just 1 point behind him.
Yeah, man. Every one of these games count specifically for JABHIM. Zangief Bellotto, though, I mean,
he's here to crash some parties.
He's not technically out.
Oh.
He could also score a couple of 2-0 straight.
That's true.
And really ruin the rest of the standings. So we'll see, especially against someone like JABHIM, that could really change the game. We talked about it before with the implications. There are a lot of potential 3-2s that could happen to boost one over the other. So we'll see.
Yeah, and Zangief Bellotto already off to a great start, right? Like, from a position that he's in, again, these 2-0s, that is what you need to hone in on. You can't just get the dub. You have to do it while shutting your opponent out. And he's off to the start that he needs to be. But right now we're having some technical issues. I believe we're getting it all cleared up. It looks like JABHIM is good to go now. Got some thumbs up going around. I think we're going to be starting our next match momentarily.
2015, is that you? It's coming back.
Thumbs up, brother.
I was going to say, man, technical issues are now. We're ready for it. Zangief Bellotto versus JABHIM. Running it back. Game 2 with Bellotto up 1.
Oh, and JABHIM already striking first blood. Maybe it was one of those, right? Maybe he was trying to break up the momentum a little bit, saying like, hey, my stick's a little funky. Wait, maybe it works after all. Oh, my goodness, into the leg crouch. Medium punch, open it up. Zangief pressing buttons.
Damn, that is so much. And 80 seconds left on the clock as well. Just one more hit. Got to be, I was about to say, it's got to be a throw bait, right?
Yeah.
The crack kick, the crack shoot, whatever they call it in this version.
Yeah, crack shoot indeed. Shoot for that life bar. That's what happened with Bellotto, right? It's such an active move that he'll even catch a backdash like that. And JABHIM, I mean, I don't know if it was the plan to break up the momentum, but it's been successful until now. Bellotto has the corner, gives him some room to jump out of it.
Oh, no. Boris Dynamite. Damn, what is that, almost 45?
Wow. And JABHIM so confident, waking up with crouch medium, not even a light bud. Did check Zangief's drive rush, I believe, forward knee. And now he's going to burn him out and open the door big time for himself.
Not too bad for Bellotto, though, being mid-screen. Also, he just needs to find a way to get past all of these frame traps, right? If the DI does come out, he still has meter for himself.
JABHIM's delays, man, they've been so good. And that's the thing, he's been delaying a lot of the strings, so he's not going to get caught by something that's a wake-up super. Beautiful stuff from JABHIM right there. One up just like that.
Damn, the immediate fire off into the rematch. These guys are heated. Drive reversal, get off of me. JABHIM getting swung back. Bellotto is just trying to reset the momentum, right? He has to get past the fireballs, but it's only a matter of time before Terry turns green.
Yes, indeed. Gonna force the issue, the burn knuckle, also something that's forcing the issue. And he had been popping off with that a lot, right? The OD rising tackle on these block strings. Bellotto doing a great job banging it out that time and getting a huge reward.
I wonder if that's going to be the same case if Bellotto happens to get him in a sequence where a headbutt is involved. Will JABHIM be mashing out for that OD uppercut? But we'll see. So far, yeah, that was an excellent choice. JABHIM making the right read against the SPD after that whiff throw.
I really like Bellotto going with that SPD. Ooh, super. That's because JABHIM couldn't drive rush in to punish it, right? Because he was in burnout. So good decision making on both sides, honestly.
Yeah, nice and healthy yet again. Drive rush has been so adamant for JABHIM's strategies thus far.
JABHIM is indeed, or excuse me, Terry is indeed an overhead merchant.
Oh my God.
Man, great days. Yeah, very well spaced burn knuckle. You can see JABHIM just take it to the skies as soon as those burn knuckles connect.
Oh no, that could have been a big whip punish. No way.
Yes, that's one of the things with JABHIM, right? He's got that super R frame data burned into his mind. All the things that can be punished by it, he will exploit it.
At 7 frames, you better be memorizing that frame data. Taking turns when he feels like it, JABHIM.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. He's always playing against expectation. Always knows when his opponent is looking to start their offense. Never gives it to him for free.
Oh,
no.
That is big risky. The back dash to avoid the throw. Ah, he's onto him a little bit, Ringe. He's starting to sense when JABHIM gets frantic. The stand jab, again with the confidence upon wake up. Drive impact, bullying JABHIM into the corner. We got the OD Lariat. Drive impact no longer on the table, though, from the side of Bellotto.
It's unfortunate. Oh, just reacts to that. Blows up the armor. That's another thing. Your stand fierce will not save you from the supers. No rising tackle. Bellotto sends it to a final round.
That was the opportunity to get that uppercut, that prime time to stop Bellotto from advancing. That anti-air would have been so critical towards JABHIM's success, but still, Bellotto getting the SPD at the end of the day. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jabhi knew the exact spacing on that one. You saw how quick that whip punish came out.
Man, these guys are not afraid to press buttons. Ah, JABHIM changing up the strategies now. He just wants to clear the space if he has that time.
Precisely, right? We saw the rising tackle before, then he just jumps out. Bellotto still finds an SPD regardless. Be careful, brother. He's got 3 bars. He's got 3 bars. Yeah, he's going to chase him down.
Oh,
and again, though, he's not going to let him reset with the headbutt. Blowing up with the super, but no more meter left on JABHIM's side. He's got to get to that 1 bar if he wants to threaten again. Gets it. Oh my goodness, he's not popping up with it yet, but he does read the back jump. Knows what JABHIM had been going for. He's alive on a pixel. Oh, and the OD Lariato. Able to seal the set 2-1.
a very
the custom. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, both of these guys like the alternate
outfit.
Yeah. We're going to get into it real quick. Stylish.
Like the biker jeans.
A little runway 1v1.
You know, Regis is in the arena. I feel like at any given moment he's going to come in, and there you have it.
Yeah.
Tokido taking down JGHALIBER for Salt by League number 58. I don't know, whatever number. Hey, much love, Regis. I appreciate your work, brother, man.
Most definitely. Now let's get into it. Tokido and JGHALIBER in this Ken Mitter match.
Yeah, we've seen the kind of patience that has been exuded from GGHALIBER to get the best of, I do believe, ZANGIEF Bellotto. Obviously, we had seen Bellotto take down Tokido 2-1, but then JGHALIBER giving a whole different look. We'll see what kind of gameplay he's going to be going towards. I mean, like, if he gets the offensive procedures, you know it's going to be standard, right? He's going to be going for the strike-throw mix game.
And JGHALIBER's first 2 open-ups have been off perfect parries, right? He's setting Tokido up for those.
Ooh, kind of funky. Just letting him out for free. Now he's to face the repercussion. Now you're in the corner to get your own dose of your own medicine.
Indeed, they just immediateness on that stand fierce, but it's okay. JGHALIBER once again finding the proper timings with some reversal crouch medium kicks. That time he waited a bit, right? Even Tokido, you saw some hesitation. Didn't want to immediately commit to another button in case the reversal crouch medium kick came out.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of the way like Ryukichi would kind of play, like after a Dragon Blast, just trying to opt for the Oki instead of the extra damage. And Tokido is definitely ready for something like that because of how much practice he's had against that young individual. But JGHALIBER trying to make a statement now, run up, trying to force Tokido to react to something unorthodox.
Oh my, he knew that he was going to throw a fireball, ran at him, and he goes for the chip. He's not going to get it, though. Just barely off, and you saw the jaw drop from JGHALIBER. Oh, no.
Tokido still keeping it locked in, stern-faced as ever. He is just basking in that one. He's like, you know what? I got you, baby. This is it right here. You're going to be faltering. I'm going to throw you as many times as possible.
Yeah,
Let me get a meeting next, though.
This is definitely the opposite sides of the face cam spectrum. He even does the finger wag as he does the ODDP. Stoicism versus, a whole lot of
confidence
emotion.
is the lightest way to put it, you know? But for somebody who's already eliminated, he's really trying to dampen the gears. Damn!
My man scratched his chin first. Tokido was like, I'm going to stay outside the range. I know you finna do something.
He's looking at him down. He's staring him down too, giving a little smile back.
Tokido been around the block. He's a showman himself, even if he remains very locked in during the match.
Don't get up on that stage, man.
Yeah,
if Tokido were still playing Akuma, you best believe he would still show off that back.
And JGHALIBER, I mean, he's been in a position like this before at CAPCOM Cup. Yeah, he's teasing the Manon. That's what we saw last year. It actually ruined some people's Capcom Cups when he busted out the Manon and was able to take a dub. That was last year. This is a brand new tournament. We're live at Ryugoku. We'll see what he's doing. He's thinking deeply about the situation.
No way. No way.
Oh, man. Yeah, for those at home, you cannot see, but he's currently hovering over Guile, and he's still doing it. You're going to see if the contemplation ends up concluding in this pick, and it does.
He locks in with the Guile.
Tokido obviously sticking with the Ken, and JABHIM, he's gonna do his best to bring Guile into this and try something here. I know some Ken players that think Ken is honestly just fine in this matchup, including, I believe, Shoyu Sengon. Always big shout outs to Shoyu Sengon.
Big fan.
So I don't know if this is gonna be what he's looking for to bring him back, but it's a start.
And let's talk about it, right? I feel like there's gonna be a lot more control. In the mid-range game, there's going to be a lot of sonic booms that can dampen Tokido from advancing, but I also like the counterpoke strategies that Guile can implement because of the way his normals are structured.
And just with how much respect Tokido was showing in that first game and how slow he was playing, I kind of like the Guile in that instance as well, right? You're going to have plenty of times to establish sonic booms, establish this game that's going to make Tokido come to you. Oh, no, but he's got no problem doing that exact thing. We point blank on the Kona.
Yo, checking the walk back against Tokido with that crouching light upon wake up, knocking on the door a little bit. Yeah, Tokido trying to steal his turn after the standing medium punch. Man, he's pretty confident, or he's feeling it at least.
Yeah, a little bit straight to the fireball right there, but good awareness from JABHIM to still get a punish off that. And now Tokido looking to establish some of his own fireballs. And JABHIM honestly hasn't thrown many sonic booms, and instead perfect parries his fireball.
Okay, and he's got the Lynx attack as well. Yeah, I don't feel like there was any sonic booms outside of linking the combo together.
Yeah, I mean, he's walking back and forth pretty consistently, right? So he's never having the charge for it, but he doesn't need it. Sonic booms can stay holstered. Everything else in the Guile toolkit is what's bringing it home.
Will he fire out the guns? Man, he is constantly moving.
Man, that was really good discipline to not actually bite on that throw bait from Tokido when he jumped and landed.
Now changing up the strategies. I like that. The Sonic Cross not really going to do much. Tokido slowly creeping up on the advantage, closer, or forcing JABHIM closer to the corner. Excuse me. Ooh, that was max distance!
Sniped him low. And now, oh my goodness, Tokido introducing him to yet another corner scenario, 9 to 5. I run this block, Marlo Stanfield. Oh.
Damn, unfazed, man. He was just going in, waking with a drive rush forward, getting this link to the baby booms. Interesting choice. I want to say, like, I don't know if he intended to reset it that way, perhaps?
Maybe. Jab was very far, so I like him. I don't think he really had anything ready to convert from it. So he tried to dash in, catch Tokido off guard, but it's so difficult to do so. Oh. Trying to sneak in. Oh my goodness, and JABHIM with the neutral throw bait. Catches Tokido reaching, but man, he's in burnout now, and it's still looking like a tough scenario. He's looking for the level 1 link, but instead shuts down the fireball with the level 1. Ooh. But you can't get cornered, right? You're still in burnout. You got no mirror to defend yourself. And Tokido set him up perfectly. See the spacing on that fireball to give him no gap to actually interrupt the drive rush follow-up.
It's crazy. You're so used to seeing Guile follow up with his fireball, but it's Tokido being able to secure that, knowing full well it would have been checkmate regardless. So I like this coming in now. Tokido, so with 1 bar to his name, JABHIM throwing a couple of crosses now.
Establishing it here, just trying to pepper on the big drive gauge damage. Ken is really great at that with all the pierces, and especially when you get a whip punish with the roundhouse level 2 to assassinate the remaining drive meter.
I like the defense thus far, not able to get out of the corner still. Oh, and the walk back, he is okay. Tokido. That's not too bad for Tokido.
Yeah, definitely not. That was the game victory, honestly, but he'll find it now regardless. He had enough of a life lead to make a mistake or two. Tokido takes the 2-0, and that's what we talked about. He needs it. Couldn't afford to drop it.
Getting a 2-0 puts him at a very significant +3 game differential. Seeing that specifically, he needs to pull out everything against ZANGIEF Bellotto. I don't necessarily know how much practice he has against ZANGIEF. I don't know how cool he is with all the ZANGIEF players in the country, but we'll see. I mean, like, the most I would expect is obviously 2 people that come to mind. Ramsey and Dr. Denny Fang.
Most definitely, we'll see.
Oh, actually, Brutus, excuse me. Why am I skipping out on Brutus? My fault. I actually skipped out over the last couple of days. Hey, yo, big man. I appreciate you, bro. I love you, man. My bad.
Big man. We got to see Brutus at SFL this year. That was an extremely dope treat. Right now, of course, Zengi Bellotto. And you hear it. You hear the Japan is coming alive. They know Zengi Bellotto needs to defeat Kevin for Tokido to advance to top 16.
That's wild. It's so wild. The bias is raw.
And straight up, they know They know how the math is going to play out here, and he checks them. Oh, and baits it out. We saw that exact thing. JABHIM has prepared him for this. He knew. ZANGIEF Bellato already off to the races, and Ryugoku coming alive.
Was that intentional for ZANGIEF to just kind of eat that meaty and read the tech throw?
Might have been, honestly. The Geefs are a different breed, you know? It's tough to really discern what they're doing at all times.
That is very rare, man. Not the tech throw, but just the throw in general. The tick throw, excuse me.
Yeah. And now Kevin, he's got this corner right. He really looking to start honing his style, but instead gets thrown out of the parry attempt. Does protect his drive gauge a little bit there.
Yeah, he wants to drain the gauge. Now the SPD, drive rush forward. You get to harass him as much as you want. Now sweep, that's one. No shot, no shot.
No shot indeed. ZANGIEF Bellato able to perfectly read multiple reversals from Kevin and made him pay dearly. First with a one-round victory, now with a set match. Oh boy,
that's scary.
Bro.
That's scary. Again, we talked about Kevin having that chance with a 2-0. With a 2-0 victory.
Yeah.
That's out the window.
Yeah. So
that window is actually technically a lot slimmer.
Yeah, 100% right. He needs to get these back-to-back 2 matches. If he still manages to win this set, then if I'm not mistaken, he'll be at a +2 differential, which would lock Tokido out. Right now, it's super, super scary for him if he can't bring this set back.
For ZANGIEF Bellato, this is the most confident I've seen him thus far. A little shaky in day 1. He had his head down as soon as he was finished playing, but came day 2, he was feeling great. He was very vocal, he's very active, and he's looking like it right now. Bang! We got the SPD number 1 of this game.
Establishing the spinning pile drivers early, and oh no! Kevin, he's had issues anti-airing in the past, and then I'm not sure what that was. Execution errors galore, and ZANGIEF Bellato puts a perfect on the board.
This man is so sick, Ringe. This guy is so sick. I didn't mean to claw into your shoulder like that, but this guy is so sick.
It's all right. I'm not wearing the cashmere today.
Yes, sir.
It's
all right. Okay, I see you.
Oh,
yeah. That's another one. Drive rush on in there. Yeah, Kevin making the proper read, at least this time. But at what cost? He's still at the deficit. No, man. The Fierce is whiffing in front of his face, not ready for the whiff punish.
You can tell Kevin looking a little bit in his own head right now, has definitely missed some opportunities to take an advantage, but he's got it now. See if he can control and just compose himself, and what a whiff punish to do so.
Being able to check the I was gonna say check the drive rush, but it dropped the rest of the chops. Speaking of which, Kevin with the containment of his own.
Very patient play from Kevin, including here as well, right? Not willing to risk any type of meaty, or I mean, he might have done a light, which of course recovers in time to not get hit by that level 2. And now Kevin here trying to keep his hopes alive and be one of the few Americans to cross into top 16.
First strike, now the Isar, great Desert Storm coming in from Kevin. How does Bellato? Okay, we don't need the storm, baby. I am him.
Yeah, straight up, and then jumps out, gets to the other side. Has built 2 bars, puts the headbutt on him, got him trying to jump out, and that is not gonna be all she wrote just yet. Oh my goodness, a little delay SPD, and ZANGIEF Bellato, the crowd comes alive. They've seen a couple of wrestling matches here in their time. Got a couple days to go, man.
True. It's gonna be so worth it, man. Terry and JP. How often do you get to say that?
For real, though. It's going to be one of those things, right? And that's one of the advantages I feel like JABHIM has here. Terry still being relatively new, that a lot of the time he's going to have the more matchup experience against the characters rather than his opponents having matchup experience against Terry.
This is it right here. The final matchup in Group C. JABHIM, will he survive the onslaught against the perfect parry prince that is KAKERU?
Shall see, already established in the OD Fireball just to get close to him. We want to get that CQC.
As much as possible, that is for damn sure. Drown him out with your own offense. Burn knuckle right to the chin. Amnesia, you forgot. He ain't falling for that.
Already baited out, JABHIM. Looking like a monster.
And I like that. He saw the air reset, backed away just a bit. KAKERU still trying to scrap his way out. The screen was shaking. He was positive. That's at least one of the perfect parries we're expecting from the side of KAKERU. But you can't deter JABHIM. He just walked on in there and then drive rushed.
Indeed. JABHIM here, he's keeping a little bit steady because he knows he's very low on drive meter, but the dash up and punish again. How does he do it every time? One more throw. Not just yet, though. Ooh! Dash up trade, that's all he needed. Went with the light button to make sure it'd be as quick as possible. JABHIM off to the races.
Nah, KAKERU, I think him being active or more active to take initiative here against JABHIM might be the key.
Yeah, it's already looking right. He's starting to establish the projectiles at a much more frequent pace. Ooh. Perfect parry print showing off.
A lot more active again with some of these normals, trying to swing twins. Oh man, I thought that trade was going to be much bigger, but either way.
Yeah, it was lucky that it was a trade, right? If JABHIM got his jump and be clean by that was going to be so much damage.
Right. Double departure, check. He tried to press a button in between. You saw the counter hit. KAKERU could let it rip with the rest of his drive gauge, which he does on the board. Now sitting at 3 bars as well on the side of JABHIM's 2, the super art department.
Again, just both players here knowing what stake is on the line. Nobody's trying to overcommit early, but he does manage to get the punish counter on the recovery from the parry.
Okay.
Finds his way in for a quick punish here, JABHIM. As long as he's got a bar on deck, it's like one in the chamber. You gotta respect it.
Beat him to the punch, or kick, I should say. Departure has not really been as effective off of the knockdown against someone like JABHIM. KAKERU, I maybe want to see him set it up a little bit closer, but there are certain instances, man, where JABHIM could just be firing off like a wild cannon as soon as he wakes up.
Jabi is scheming right now. We haven't seen him press something in quite a minute. Didn't want to interact with all that, but KAKERU living up to his namesake once again, establishing the departure, making JABHIM go full screen and have to work his way in all over again. Oh, he's even switching up the pace a little bit right there. Swiping with the stand fierce, but instead cutting him off at the pass. And KAKERU able to seal the first game. And man, Japan loves that. TOKIDO rubbing his hands together like Birdman.
A lot of the fans out here really just taking it in. With all the Japanese players really representing for their hometown. KAKERU, again, being king of this group, leading 1 game over JABHIM. JABHIM not going to take it idly, though, or at least so I thought. Perfect parry now coming in. KAKERU keeping it alive. A slight drop on the spike.
Rare drop from him. OD departure in the nooch. You already know how JP gets down.
Oh, this is huge.
Fireball. He's starting to catch on to the rhythm of when JABHIM likes to throw it. Driver herself smart, spin the meter, get out of the situation. Just throws him out of that though.
Slight execution error from the side of JABHIM. You saw him look down at his controller. He's going to be taking a lot of chip. It's going to be game over, at least within that round. Man, he even also had the rest of the animation fly through because you know that spike was going to come in through for the chip just in case. Low medium to start it off. Baiting in the throw, and I like that too from the drive rush medium. KAKERU slowly picking apart JABHIM.
Most definitely. And stuffed that time. The projectile was there. And KAKERU here with so much control.
Double 3 also on the side. This is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote. KAKERU, we dropped it.
What?
JABHIM wasn't paying attention. He wasn't paying attention at all. KAKERU had dropped the level 3 activation, but JABHIM was on.